What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. I drink to that. Check this out, man. Where my glasses at? Shout out to everybody that trying to help me do this YouTube channel. Shout out to all the comments, the comment section. Shout out to all my enders, meaning you're an ender, meaning that you made it to the end of this video right here. You help support the channel and everything, and Uncle Mike loves you for it. Thank y'all so much. We're about to hit 500,000 subscribers. Uncle Mike is celebrating. I don't know what I'm celebrating yet, y'all. But I done made myself a drink, and I'm going to sip. I'm a sip. It's Monday night, y'all. Y'all got to get up and go to work tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'm celebrating. I can sleep all night. Well, it's Sunday night. It's Monday. I'm already drunk. I'm sorry, y'all. Check this out. Diddy screwed his own lawyer on video. This is the Two Angry Men, man. I wanted you guys to hear it straight from the lawyer who claimed he ain't part of Diddy's team, but his daughter's on the team. So they think they slick. Diddy think he's slick. The lawyer think he's slick. This lawyer right here, real talk, y'all. This lawyer straight up suckered Diddy. You think Diddy is gangster and thorough and slick? It takes a smart, slick lawyer to be smarter than Diddy. This is what he did. Look here, man. My daughter can be on the team, and I'm not on the team. That way I can help twist the narrative. And we're going to do... See, he friends with TMZ. See, that's where the connection at. TMZ getting all this footage and everything because of this dude right here. I done peep game, man. I know the streets. I know how to play chess. I'm vicious on the chessboard. Y'all ain't know that. I can make the moves, but this is what the part, when it comes down to business and the music industry and stuff, I don't want to hurt nobody. So I've decided not to do none of it. It could have been a Def Jam, a Bad Boy, and an Uncle Mike's team. I don't care what they call it. F it. I would have kicked some tail, but I know one thing is, the more positive, the more help you give the people. Like Jay-Z. Oh my God, man, come on. Anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all think y'all want to hear the truth. Y'all just want to hear, y'all want to be entertained. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out. Two Angry
Welcome
Men,
to
y'all.
Two Angry Men, the newest podcast with Los Angeles Magazine's own Mark Geragos and TMZ's Harvey Levin, where the two get together and talk about the biggest legal stories of the day.
Now, who is she?
It's shady.
Who is she? I thought I was on the wrong channel when I seen her. Those for all the angry men that want to see some sexy, beautiful, pretty woman. Oh, my God.
Bullshit? Bullshit.
That Diddy recorded Mark without telling Mark, knowing that this would go somewhere at some point. Does Mark feel betrayed by Diddy?
If I were Mark, I would be out of my head.
Welcome to the Two Angry Men podcast. Diddy has been exposed. This is not having anything to do with three ways, but it has to do with video shot by Diddy's own videographer that involves his interactions with his chief lawyer in the criminal case, and it's not pretty. And Diddy's team has reacted by threatening Netflix, threatening to sue Netflix. But Mark, why don't we just start out of the gate with this video of Diddy just launching on Mark Agnifilo?
I'm taking 8 nuclear bombs, you know what I'm saying, straight to the head. And I'm tired of going back and forth with y'all, with the lawyers.
That's just not true.
Okay, so no. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I'm not a referee. So I'm gonna get off the phone right now. Listen to me. I'm gonna get off the phone right now, and I am gonna let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there. Y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
So Mark, they are pissed that it ended up in the hands of 50 Cent and ended up in this documentary?
Well, I mean, if you read the letter by Michael Tremonti to Netflix, he lays it out. I think he called it a hit job, and clearly, when you see the animus, if you will, between 50 and Diddy, that has historically been for God knows how long. But look, I have several observations. I've been on the phone with Sean over the years and had screaming matches. So I relate to that. I've been in the room with him having screaming matches. But Sean has a unique kind of a history that almost no other celebrity of his ilk has. People often...
Man, come on.
Bullshit.
Come on, man. Look here, bro. You playing both sides to the middle. You look, Sean, I might say some things out of my mouth but that's just to bring him in. Yeah. Sean, man, I understand. I know how this game works. Yeah. Go ahead. But this is how it's going to work. Once I bring the people in, I'm able to twist the narrative to your favor.
Forget, 25 years ago, Harvey, he also survived the trial then of the century, which was the shooting at the nightclub.
Well, in fairness, that was like 2000, so the trial of the century was like 9 months old, Mark.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. But
I don't like this dude. I'm just going to be honest. He tried to play the equalizer. Should I break it down to y'all to let y'all see what you should watch out for? He owns TMZ. So his job is to make it look like I ain't standing for no shorts. Unless it's coming from a midget. Shorter than a midget on his knees. His job is to make it seem like, I'm going to make everything all honestly. We just reporting the news. Now you reporting the news that you think is going to bring in the most money. And that is whatever you want trying to twist it. And I think Puffy is paying them, TMZ, to spin the narrative the way, whatever way they wanted to spin.
Then trial of the century. Remember, that was Johnny Cochran's last criminal trial.
I know, Ben Brafman.
With Ben Brafman, exactly. Johnny brought Ben in, or Johnny agreed. Frankly, I think it was Johnny agreed to do it.
But wait a minute. But you're not saying that it was Diddy that engineered that. That was Johnny and Ben.
Diddy had a very prominent role. You have to understand this personality. You see that personality right now. By the way, this is aside from the fact that it makes me very angry on a number of levels, the fact that this is out and that there's a privately recorded conversation of Sean with his lawyers. I mean, I famously sued over that in the past, but let's put that aside for a second. No, Sean is a hands-on defendant, if you will. He is involved. He is intimately involved, and whether it's this case or other cases, I've seen it. I mean, this is not somebody who is going to let you be the brain surgeon and do the surgery. This is somebody who is intimately involved in what is going on. But it is, if you're a defense lawyer, this is your worst nightmare, to watch him screaming at you. It's basically watching the sausage being made. I mean, tell me you weren't uncomfortable watching that.
Well, you know what my reaction was?
What?
That Diddy is going after the guy that engineered a win for him. So had you listened to this before the verdict, I get it. But to me, this is Mark Agnifilo saying, you dumb shit. Just shut up and let me do my job, because when I do my job, I'll win for you, which he did.
Well, by the way,
your daughter too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But
and your daughter too.
Understand.
Well, what about the other lawyers? You ain't say and the other lawyers. Oh, you just kissing his butt, and your daughter too. Oh my God, come on, man.
I'll win for you, which he did.
Well, by the way,
your daughter too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But the understanding
Bullshit.
I believe
Bullshit.
that if you believe when this was filmed, it was before he was arrested.
Right.
And so put it in context. It's a window into the lead up.
I get it. I get it. But now we have the benefit of knowing what the verdict is. So nobody's going to say Mark Agnifilo didn't know what he was doing or Tenny didn't know what she was doing. They did a remarkable job because everybody else assumed he'd be guilty on all counts. So you hear Diddy screaming at this guy and you're thinking, wait a minute, this guy was brilliant in the trial. This is sort of a client who represents himself as a fool.
Well, this is what
That's right.
What I like to say. The in real time, it's always fractious. In real time, it's like I said, the sausage's being made. The fact is, however, look, Mark
what does that
did
mean?
a masterful job of kind of being the Bill Belichick of this operation. He ran a championship run, and there is always going to be that back and forth.
Not North Carolina, the Patriots.
Yes, exactly. Pre-North Carolina. Yes. For those who don't remember, there was a quarterback there named Tom Brady. But the interesting thing also is, why does Netflix, why does Diddy 50 have this footage? I mean, I don't know what if Sean was in control of the footage at one point. Why? Did somebody not pay the videographer? Did the videographer try to sell this out the back door? I mean, what's the problem?
The answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. What? Tell me.
Yes, he tried to sell it through the back door.
They ain't tried.
Welcome to the future of data privacy.
F that. He didn't try to sell it out the back door. He successfully sold it out the back door. What is y'all talking about? These are lawyers. He tried to sell it out the back door. What you talking about there, Bo?
How much was he, by the way, hypothetically, how much was he asking?
Hypothetically, I'm not talking, but
hypothetically, you know what I heard?
Didn't end up on TMZ, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and it wasn't because of the price. Am I right?
Well, I don't want to get into it. I want to ask you about it.
Wait.
I want to ask you about it.
Right.
So this,
I will answer if you answer when I ask you.
So the videographer was hired by Diddy to basically record his life. And Diddy had been doing this for a long time prior to any of the legal troubles. He had been doing this. So he was planning on doing an overall thing about his life. So the videographer is doing this, and then he gets arrested and then apparently separates from the videographer. So then the question becomes, because Diddy's team has threatened to sue Netflix. And so the question becomes, is there a case here? Because if the videographer just simply shot it on his own.
Nope.
In terms of the footage, it is owned by the videographer because the person who shoots it owns it. Now, if there's a contract that he's basically a gun for hire and that he is doing it for Diddy and paying him, then Diddy owns it. And even if Diddy didn't pay,
it depends on who's paying.
No.
A lot of the questions are.
Damn, you wait till he get right to the juicy part of the facts, and then you start interrupting. Come on, man.
Who hired?
Diddy owns it, and even if Diddy didn't pay,
it depends on who's paying. A lot of the questions are: who hired who? Is there a contract? Was the contract lived up to?
So obviously, you guys have an opinion about this. What's your opinion?
My opinion is that you've got a videographer who went rogue.
You see what I'm saying?
So are they going to sue?
You see what I'm saying? I tried to tell y'all, man. He over here saying the videographer he's saying it that the videographer did wrong. Well, this lawyer, see how he twisting it, man? I can't stand this mess. What he's saying is the videographer did his job. Did he pay them? Or they, whatever conflict they had, that he wasn't satisfied. So he went out and tried to seek more money for the same thing. That's not what happened. We don't know. I'm not saying that he right or they right, but I'm just showing y'all how he twisting it. They are saying that's out on social media, Diddy ain't paid the dude. If Diddy would have paid him and satisfied, I want all the footage. Diddy know this game. Diddy don't know this game. Diddy knows the game. Diddy should have got all the footage. No? Man, come on.
Are they going to sue? Well,
I don't have. That's my opinion. I don't have any facts on that.
You have.
But you talking about it. You don't have no facts on it, but you talking about it. I don't like neither one of them. I'm just letting y'all know, man. Watch this.
Lived up to.
So obviously, you guys have an opinion about this. What's your opinion?
My opinion is that you've got a videographer who went rogue.
Okay, so are they going to sue? Are they going to sue? Well,
I don't have. That's my opinion. I don't have any facts on that.
You have your tentacles all over this case.
Correct.
Will they sue Netflix? Will Diddy and or Mark Agnifilo and or anybody else involved in the law firm? Is there going to be a suit against Netflix over this?
No.
This is what you look.
No.
The lawyer who sent the letter, Michael Tremonte, and that Cher Tremonte law firm, has done unbelievable work suing people and defending Diddy in situations that I wouldn't have laid odds on would be successful at all. I will tell you I think they're defending in hundreds of cases, lawsuits.
Get to your point.
They've done remarkable work. Michael and his compatriot Erica are tremendous lawyers.
So are they going to sue?
Well, they've sent a letter,
right,
a cease and desist. The problem with lawsuits in this area is, number one, prior restraint. I can think of one example. I actually was privy to it years ago, where I got a phone call after I surrendered Michael Jackson, and it was from Greta Van Susteren. And she said, somebody's trying to sell the video of you and Michael on the plane when you were surrendering him in Santa Barbara. And I said, what? And I talked to the lawyer, and the lawyer says, yeah, the client, the jet, the private jet operator.
I totally
remember this.
Oh, do I ever? I know about this.
Right. He was out trying to sell it.
I know exactly what this is, because I think this was when we were doing Celebrity Justice.
Correct.
Exactly. And this was the private jet company.
Right. And that the guy is now since dead, but I actually got a restraining order. Before I could execute the restraining order on the lawyer who had the footage, guess what happened? FBI went in and grabbed the footage.
Okay, so in this case, the horse is out of the barn. So we don't care about prior restraint anymore. So it's on Netflix.
Prior restraint to the extent that this came out before it fell on Netflix.
I get it.
By the way, when I turned on Netflix last night, guess what the number one show is? This.
Diddy.
Yep.
Number one.
We all know that.
And by the way, 50 is trolling like nobody I've ever seen. I mean, you watch the Robin Roberts interview. I don't think Branson got that, but he is trolling Diddy. And the cross currents here are something, because there are witnesses who have connections to 50, and there are purported and there's really a undercurrent here, Harvey, that I'm surprised you haven't identified yet. It's interesting to me that this thing has been presumably sold, that somebody sold this footage.
Undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly, right? And why is that? So you have to ask that question. You have to ask the question, what started all of this? And the origins of this is somebody didn't pay. And there's a lot of kind of undercurrent here that all of these things always started with a financial dispute. And you could make a pretty compelling argument that all of this, the roots of all of this, are financial.
Well, I think
in a million different ways.
I think you can, and the deal is, if there's no written agreement, and I have a feeling there's not a really strong written agreement, if any, here. If somebody hires somebody to do this, and there's no agreement that the person owns the video if they don't pay, the recourse that the videographer has is not to say, I'll just go sell the video myself. It's to sue the person for payment. And that if the videographer just goes out and says, oh, I'm going to make money off this video that I shot for him, that's not kosher. And that...
But it's your choice. It's their choice. It's their footage. They can do whatever they want with it. I shot the video footage. So you're saying, this is what I don't like. TMZ guy saying, if I went out and did a job and I shot this video footage for you and you were supposed to pay me and you didn't, but it's my footage. Until you pay me, I give you all the product. But I supposed to sue you for it. Somebody else say, hey, Uncle Mike, you shot that footage, that show and everything. Hey, something happened real super duper duper on that show, and I will pay you $5,000. Now the guy that was graded, since he didn't pay me, F him, he was gonna pay me $1,000, but this guy gonna pay me $5,000. I'm going with this guy. That's his choice. That's his decision.
You have to sue for the amount of money you were supposed to get in.
Man, you done bumped your head. You twisted. I hate when people are twisted. Like, watch this. Listen, this.
Oh, I'm going to make money off this video that I shot for him.
You damn right.
That's not kosher. And that you have to sue for the amount of money you were supposed to get in videotaping the subject.
Says who? Says who? Somebody says you supposed to sue for the daggone amount of money you were supposed to get, which means you get lawyers involved. And I done sued people. F y'all, man. F them.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I'm telling y'all, somebody did studio time. I took them to court. I sued them. I won and still didn't get my money. 2 checks. Still didn't get my money. F them. I would take that footage and go ahead and sell it to 50. Forget that, man. Suing people, whatever he talking about, that stuff don't work all the time. You could sue somebody and Your Honor say, Your Honor, boom. You won. You sued him. You got to cover all his court costs, his lawyer fees, and you got to pay him for the footage you shot. Okay, Your Honor, have a nice day. I won. You win, and guess what you do? Still don't get paid.
So my point.
You're sitting at TMZ.
Well, no.
TMZ has famously, come on, you and I, many years ago during one of our yell fests, when we would yell with each other, not on the air, but off the air, there is this idea, and mind you, you took a lot of heat for stuff when everybody was doing it, but they were disguising it.
We buy video. I mean, let me just make this clear. We buy video, and there's nothing wrong with it, and everybody does it. They've done
Everybody does it. You're just open about it.
Not for years, but for decades. I love it because when everybody said, oh, TMZ is buying photos and videos, they were like, thank you, guys. You're our barker in the public because I want the public to know we buy videos. There is nothing wrong with buying videos. News operations are profit-making organizations, and the notion that, oh, you have to give it to us, but we can't pay you. Well, if we're going to make money off of something and somebody owns something of value, why shouldn't they? And it doesn't change the story. If anything, it enhances and explains the story. So video not only is purchased by TMZ, I hate to say it, but CNN, the LA Times buys pictures. Everybody buys pictures. By
the way,
everybody, every media outlet buys them.
CBS, ABC,
all of
NBC.
Them. All of them.
I won't reveal the various cases. Every single one.
Well, Michael Jackson would be one that you would probably mention. So, look, they all buy it. So it's stupid.
So I have one question.
No. But hold on. I got to ask you. Yeah. Since it's bogus to say the videographer owns it because Diddy didn't pay. Again, the recourse is sue him.
Well,
Well, hold on.
Except you need to know more facts. I don't think, and I don't know, so I haven't drilled into it.
But you know who does know? You know who does know? Presumably
Yes.
the lawyer who talked to Diddy before he sent the cease and desist letter to Netflix. So now the question, do they believe that the photographer overstepped his bounds and that maybe the privacy rights were violated? Are they going to sue Netflix?
I think that is
They can try.
heavy lift, but I don't know enough facts. I think you would have to establish, and Michael would probably slap me for even speculating because I haven't talked to him about this, but you'd have to see, I'd want to know at least, what is the videographer going to say? What is his position?
Damn.
Did he have this? Did he own it? And was he licensing it? Was the videographer in the employ of Diddy at the time? And was there a payment dispute then? Did somebody not pay him? Did he take this and he didn't have authority to take it? You'd have to have answers, or at least strong beliefs on those questions as your answers before you're going to go up against Netflix.
But they already went up against Netflix. They sent him a cease and desist letter.
All right, you went up against Netflix and you lost. Basically, they running this shit. Excuse me, y'all. That's the liquor talking. That's the liquor talk. Netflix running it. What the hell is y'all talking about? How old was this?
Desist is that's the
So they're shooting in the dark.
One day ago.
No, what I'm going to tell you is sending a cease and desist is not litigating. I mean, it is. You know that.
Thank you for being a lawyer.
I know
What's
that.
the percentage of cease and desist you've received?
So who's that lawyer again? Who's that lawyer again who sent it?
Michael Tremonti.
He's a really big lawyer.
I'm telling you, he's top shelf.
He's top shelf. He knows his stuff. So
he certainly does.
So he's just taking a wild shot in the dark without getting any facts.
No, the opposite. I think the opposite. I think Michael is cautious. I think Michael is deliberate, tactical. I have the utmost respect for him.
Okay, so then he must feel comfortable enough to think that you could actually invoke a prior restraint, then you could file a lawsuit.
Well, presumably he does. I just don't have the facts to evaluate it. But if you're going to ask me, here's the different question. If you're going to ask me, is somebody like Michael Tremonti just shooting off cease and desist, a la some other lawyers in town that you and I both know who shoot them off all the time and they're meaningless? Michael Tremonti is a serious player who, if he's sending a cease and desist, I would not want to be on the receiving end of that if I didn't have my facts perfectly calibrated.
Okay, so let's go to something else that I'm just really interested in. I think there is something that happens in a conversation with Agnifilo that
God, I want to know what you're going to go.
Oh, it really hits home for me because I think Diddy really nailed this and made such a good point. And it has to do with basically, putting your position out where it matters.
You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mom. You have to.
This is a 10-year relationship, and it was adults and consensual, and everybody who was there wanted to be there.
Because you may just be a person that you just may watch CNN. You know what I'm saying? And there's 9 billion people in the world, and 7 billion of them is on Instagram and TikTok. And so you at the wrong place looking to see what the people with the possible jurors are thinking.
Boy, did he nail it. Did he nail it? He is so right that when you look at it, that there is this thing with people who are old enough to only know television growing up, that they think, yeah, you got to go on one of those shows. CNN has a couple 100,000 viewers during the daytime. TikTok.
Remember? I'm old enough to remember being on CNN when 17 million people would be watching at night. Yeah. I can remember that.
Right. And now it's a couple 100,000 during the day and maybe 400,000 at night. TikTok has tens of millions of people. YouTube has
YouTube's
millions
off the
and
charts.
millions and millions of views. And
Yes!
that's where things are headed right now. I mean, for us, look, we have 3 television shows, but
Oh
we
my
cut
God.
things up, put them on our social, which is huge. Our social platforms are huge. And that's where we get the real traction. But the idea that everybody, I think Diddy's point to Magnifilo is, dude,
Yes.
go where the people are.
Yeah.
Go where the people are.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting about that?
Yeah. Diddy, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Diddy is wrong as 2 left shoes. That's wrong to put on 2 left shoes. Diddy is wrong for what he did to Cassie and all this other stuff. He's wrong. But what he does know, how he shines, is he know marketing. He knows social media. He know how to get to the people. He know how to sway things to make both of them, Mark and 50 Mark, 50 and Puffy. All the experts, they know how to sway the people. Now, here's the problem. Mark is old school, and he think the people on CNN. And Puffy trying to explain to him that the people are on TikTok. They on Instagram, cousin. They on YouTube. They ain't on Facebook. Facebook's struggling. Facebook is old school. Facebook will fade out. They knew Facebook was going to fade out. That's why they started Instagram. My bad. I ain't mean to let too much stuff.
Got him!
I ain't mean to let too much stuff out. Uncle Mike know what he talking about. Facebook is going to fade out. That's why they started Instagram. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It's old. The kids feel that it's old. No, that's for old folks. I'm hardly on Facebook. The same way I feel about Instagram is the same way half of the world feel about Facebook. You think about that. I call you back.
We did early on in this pod where we did the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
And one of the things that always struck me about that was, and I love her to death, Leslie Abramson. And years ago, not that long ago, but a couple of years ago, she was saying no amount of TikTokers or no amount of, the kind of a little dismissive of those kinds of social media platforms. I will tell you, and I've said it all along, in regards to them and in regards to others, that is where the discussion, that is what is driving the discussion, that is where it's at. These things, it's
100%.
interesting as we sit here, they're selling CNN and supposedly the price is going to be $1 billion. I mean, talk about, it reminds me, I had a client once who bought a series of payphone franchises right as cell phones were coming into popularity in the 90s.
God.
And you've never seen a implosion like there was in that situation. That reminds me of where we are right now.
Oh, it's believe me, we're living it right now. I mean, we're pivoting in a big way over to YouTube, and we've got a Gen Z department. I mean, that's where the audience is. So I think Diddy nailed it. Can I tell you a story that
Yes.
I've never talked about publicly, but it's I think you might find this interesting. The Menendez brothers and Leslie Abramson. So there was a time before, I believe it was the first trial, where CBS was doing a documentary or some kind of an hour-long show on Eric and Lyle, and it was very unflattering. And Leslie was furious and said it was going to taint the jury pool in Los Angeles. And do you remember this at all?
You know what the picture that comes in my mind, and I hope I'm not stepping on your story, is Leslie walking through the hallway at the courthouse.
Yeah.
Like this to the report. Yeah.
But that's not my story.
Okay.
That's not my story. So Leslie was enraged and really believed that, especially if it aired in Los Angeles, it was going to completely taint the jury pool because it was a damning show. So at the time, I was the investigative reporter for the CBS station in Los Angeles, KCBS.
KCBS,
and
right, the predecessor to KCAL, right?
So KCBS and KPAL merged. Okay,
right.
So I went to Leslie, and I said, I got an idea, and I said, if I can get CBS to not air it in the Los Angeles market, will you give me an interview with Eric and Lyle? And we'll play that interview for the 1 hour in place of the documentary in the Los Angeles market.
Wow. You got that idea from the NFL, didn't you?
No, I got that idea from me.
For those who are not old enough to remember, the NFL used to black out local games unless they were sellouts. What was it, 72 hours before?
Right.
And CBS was an NFL provider. And so they would play another game during that hour, or Little House on the Prairie or something else.
Yeah.
So
I
Leslie
remember that.
Thought about it and called me the next day, and she said, I'm in.
Really?
And here I am, now I've got Eric and Lyle Menendez,
Wow.
and Leslie, which everybody would have killed to have at that point, right? I mean, forget it. And
well, by the way, from Leslie's standpoint, talk about
it was brilliant.
Getting lemonade out of lemons, right? I mean, that's incredible.
So
in terms of the jujitsu or the media jujitsu, that's brilliant.
So I went to my general manager and I told him, and he ran it up the flagpole, and CBS said no.
Why?
They just said, we're not going to black it out anywhere. We don't do that. And it's like, well, why don't you do that? Why?
You do it for the NFL. Why wouldn't you do it for
what stops
the NFL of court cases?
They wouldn't do it.
Wait, was Les
the
Moonves there
NFL of
then?
court cases?
I don't remember.
Man.
I don't remember. This must have been, God, what was it, 80-something?
It was 80-something, so it would have probably been before.
Yeah, before Les.
But if Les Moonves
he would have done it.
Was there,
he would have
done it in a heartbeat because,
anyway.
I mean, you could just, by the way, those were the days when there were these rules that made very little sense.
Right.
Right, journalistically, because you would say to yourself, how do you justify doing it when you've got this huge contract that you're paying to the NFL and you're blacking out the local market because they haven't sold their tickets, yet somehow you've got journalistic integrity and we're not going to black out the local market when we've got the Super Bowl to trial.
But also, I think that the show itself didn't do that well in L.A. It would have broken records in L.A. if we would have put the Menendez brothers on. So anyway, I'm sorry for hijacking it. So listen, so there's another thing, and it kind of goes to what you've been talking about, which is Diddy talking about how to kind of create your own positive spin on things. And this involves Don Richard, who made allegations against Diddy, serious ones, the former member of Danity Kane. And here's what he said.
Hey, yo, you think we can hire an editor to go and find over stolen clips? You're an editor, right? If you don't control your narrative, somebody else will control it. It's a media war. Let me ask positive comments. We say any Dawn Richard interview where she speaks positively about her relationship with Diddy. She did a lot of interviews. And on the interviews, they want to talk about me. You know what I'm saying?
I think that is vintage Sean. He is a master of understanding that you can't let. It's kind of the argument I've made for many years, as you know, about the idea of gag orders and trials and things like that. The prosecution comes out, they always want to set the tone and then run and gag the defense. And if you let them take the narrative, grab the narrative and take you hostage, basically, and so that you can't speak, you've lost. You can't, that's a hill, the Sisyphean hill you're never going to get up. And that's exactly why he's so insightful and brilliant. In this case, he kept pressing on that. It's one of the reasons I think that the government in his case was absolutely relentless on keeping him in custody. Can you imagine if that trial had been done while he was out of custody? I mean, he already got a tremendous result, an unbelievable result, but it would have been incredible if he had had the ability from where he was sitting outside of the courtroom.
It would have been the same result. It would have been the same result. He can't get over the Mann Act.
I don't know. I still think, let's see what Alexandra Shapiro does in the circuit. I think she may get some traction in the circuit on the Mann Act.
So when's the last time you talked to Diddy?
I got a voicemail message from him recently. I haven't talked to him.
Voicemail?
I got the voicemail message after he's been to Fort Dix, but I haven't talked to him since he's been at Fort Dix. Just get messages.
So do you have any recon on what his personal reaction is to the documentary, to 50 Cent, to the video?
Look, I just said I haven't talked to him. Do you know what my immediate reaction is that he's probably irate. I mean, I would be irate if I were him. I'm irate for Mark Agnifilo. I wouldn't want, being recorded while talking to my client is one of the more chilling things that I can imagine. And it really, especially, I think, unnecessarily taints with the job that Mark did. I mean, Mark was brilliant. Agnifilo was brilliant on this case. Tenney was brilliant on this case. Sean is a larger than life personality, and I'm sure that the last thing he wants is to have the narrative, as you just put it, not be controlled by him. And he's got a right to that. I mean, people have a right to tell their story the way they want. He is the holder, by the way. He is the holder of the privilege, meaning when he's talking to Agnifilo, he holds it.
Right.
Agnifilo doesn't.
Right.
Agnifilo is supposed to defend that privilege at all peril. So with Diddy as the holder of it, if somebody violates that somebody should be on the hook for it. And you say, well, I know what the reaction is going to be. Somebody who may not be in the weeds may say, well, then he shouldn't have had the videographer. No, you can have privileged conversations if you take the right precautions and have those videotaped for a variety of reasons, for posterity, for if you want to memorialize something for a variety of reasons, if you want to keep a video notes, just because you're doing it by video doesn't mean you can't keep track of it in a different form. And so as the holder of the privilege, it's a violation for somebody to then go and sell that. That was kind of the argument.
Man, shut up. Will you shut up? He is twisting the living mess out of this thing. What he's trying to say is it's okay for somebody to want to document and do a diary. We're talking about a diary. It's okay. You know, he might want to take notes so he can go over it later on so he can figure out what he's going to do. It's okay for him to do that. Yeah, if you're doing that, you need to let your lawyer know, mother. Oh, my God.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
That's number one. Number two is, then you're going to turn, well, I can't even remember number two.
For a variety of reasons. If you want to keep a video notes, just because you're doing it by video doesn't mean you can't keep track of it.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute, Mark. I want to make sure I get everything that you're saying. Even though Diddy is the one, Diddy is the driver of this situation. Diddy telling them when to talk, when to shut up, I'm gonna get off the phone and y'all do the thing. Why did he need notes? But okay, let's go with your stupid answer. Did he want to take notes? Well, Mark, let me make sure I get this straight. I ain't got no pen over here, y'all. God dang it, I need to, when first of the year I'm gonna have all my props together. I swear, y'all. We making some, this is my pen. Go ahead, Mark. Yeah. I want to take notes. Do you mind if I take notes, Mark? Because I want to make sure I get everything right. Oh, sure, Diddy. Go ahead and take notes. What is it you were saying? I'm saying that I'm listening to you talk because you always talking. Come on, man. You're a stupid fool. Oh, I found my pen. I found my pen. But the thing that tripped me out is now he's trying to say that Diddy didn't want to write down notes, but he want to film everything so he can have the notes. Really? Really? That's not what he was doing when he was walking in the streets.
In a different form. And so as the holder of the privilege, it's a violation for somebody to then go and sell that. That was kind of...
Hey, guy, I'm going to pay you to record my notes. I'm going to pay you to record my notes. Don't sell it. Okay, how much you going to pay me? I'm going to pay you $1 to record my notes. Okay. See, this is where people F up at. This is where they F up at.
Bullshit.
They think the value is in the money. Well, I'm going to pay you $3,000 per second. What? Really? Yeah, come on, man. Film me taking my notes. Then they turn around and not pay. Well, according to the other dummy is saying, he's supposed to sue for $1,000 a minute or second or whatever I said. I don't even know if I said 1,000. But here's my point. This what tripped me out is, in this world, you do what you want to do. That's my camera. I filmed it. That's my SIM cards. He can't produce any evidence of me filming any of this. In fact, I wasn't even there. Tell him to prove that I was there in the first place. I don't know what he talking about. I don't even know this dude. Diddy who? He hired me to do what? Since when? Where? He hired me to do what? To film him? Man, he must be tripping. When he claimed I was filming him, I was at my grandma's house. Grandma, wasn't I here with you? Yes, dear. You sure enough was, sweetie. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all play that stupid game. Uncle Mike don't play it. I don't play this stupid game, man.
The argument that was made that a judge issued an order on 25 years ago here in LA.
Final point. Diddy hired the videographer. Diddy got on the phone with Mark Agnifilo, his lawyer. Diddy knew that Mark was being recorded, but Diddy didn't tell Mark. Does Mark feel betrayed by Diddy?
I've not talked to Mark about it.
What do you think?
Would feel.
What do you think?
I will tell you I'll just tell you, if it was me, I would be more than a little upset. I was more than a little upset when the client didn't know and I was being recorded. I mean, there was a while there where I was meeting clients under bridges, freeway bridges, because I was PTSD over it. So I think as a lawyer, it is one of the most inviolate oaths that you take to protect the client confidentiality and the client privilege. So I don't know. I haven't talked to Mark, but if I were Mark, I would be out of my head.
It was kind of shady on Diddy's part to videotape.
I'm not going to.
Mark.
Well, also under 6068 here in BNP code.
Blah, blah, blah.
Don't get me to blah, blah, blah. Don't get me to diss an ex-client. So.
He got tired. He getting tired. The TMZ dude is getting tired of this is fake. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I would have blah, blah, blah this stupid tail in. Man, God dang you. I mean, I understand you want to put some of your bullshit in there. Your bull crap.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
The little kid can say it, but I can't. I understand you want to put some of your bull in there. But come on, man. I mean, Jesus. Some of it I can't stomach. That's what TMZ's saying. Well, you got a nerve to talk because you buying everything.
All I'm saying, it's shady that Diddy recorded Mark without telling Mark, knowing that this would go somewhere at some point. It's shady.
I will just say, hypothetically, I've been in that.
No. Time out, TMZ. Diddy thought he was going to get off the case and all this stuff and say, oh, yeah, Mark, by the way, man, I mean, look, we got this little part in this little thing that we doing. Let's say Diddy would have got off, he won and all this stuff and cheer, hooray, Diddy is a man, Diddy is a man, everything. Yeah, we thought we knew we had a tough fight, but we won. Or let's say the flip would have been that way. Diddy would have been out of jail. me, TC Tails, and everybody else, Jaguar, right? We'd have been pissed off, right? Let's say if it would have went that way. Then, yeah, hey, Mark, check this out, man. Check this out. We about to release this, man. This some footage of me. I know I didn't tell you, but I want you to check this out. Oh, cause we winners now. Oh yeah, Diddy, go on, use that joint, man. Backfired. It backfired.
Situation, and I've never been happy about it. How's that?
But Mark, listen to this interaction in a hallway at the courthouse where Mark Agnifilo is standing there. Listen to this.
They actually go to the prosecutor. This guy committed another crime. And I would do the same thing with Little Ron. Go to the prosecutor. Really put a package together. Here's what he said. You shouldn't report it.
When somebody is saying you shouldn't be recording this, it's an acknowledgement that Mark shouldn't be recorded. And at least there, Mark can see the camera. But on a telephone call, he doesn't know that Diddy is having this guy record it. It's shady.
So, you remember Oscar Goodman, who was the mayor in
Vegas?
God damn, man, it's so stupid. Y'all know what I see? What makes it so bad is it's not like Mark said you shouldn't be recording this. Some dude that don't even have a law degree said you shouldn't be recording this. This is a street dude. You see what I'm saying, man? That's crazy.
That Mark shouldn't be recorded. And at least there, Mark...
This guy committed another crime. And I would do the same thing with Little Ron. Go to the prosecutor. Really put a package together. Here's what he said. You shouldn't report it.
When somebody is saying you shouldn't be recording this, it's an acknowledgement that Mark shouldn't be recorded. And at least there, Mark can see the camera. But on a telephone call, he doesn't know that Diddy is having this.
Mark can see the camera, but you think Mark would open his mouth and say, oh, excuse me, can you please not record? Because Mark is like, I ain't going to tell him not to record because I know Diddy is paying him. I just want to make sure, I want the recorder to get his money, and I want to make sure I get my money. It's all he about is the money.
This guy record it. It's shady.
So, do you remember Oscar Goodman, who was the mayor in
Vegas?
Vegas?
Yes. I'm done.
Well, Oscar, before he was mayor, was one of the premier criminal defense lawyers, also a Haverford grad in the country. And when somebody asked him, why did you leave the practice of law? And I asked him this once. I met him once in Vegas. And he said, I was tired. I was tired of worrying whether my clients were wired. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay, I'm going to translate that by saying you would be pissed off if you were in Mark's shoes and it happened to you.
What's the name of this podcast?
Two Angry Men. Would you be an angry man?
I'll leave it at that.
Okay, we'll see you.
See ya.
Where the girl at? Dude, I'm letting y'all know, man. I'm trying to let y'all know, man. It's a lot behind the curtain. That's behind the stage. You know how you open up the curtain and the people are acting right there, but there's another curtain behind them? Yeah. If you open that curtain, there's a wall. Behind that wall is something happening. Maybe in the alley. Behind that alley is a cat. In the alley cat, right? Behind that cat is a fence. There's some stuff happening way back there that you need to be aware of. That's all I'm trying to say, man. And you think I'm tripping? You think I'm tripping? It's a whole lot of
bullshit.
That's why we hit that button a lot. Because the bull is a lot deeper. These two men are plotting to stay relevant in big time. Poor Diddy. Diddy done got all this money from all these people. Now everybody trying to snake you out of the money. Diddy, 50 Cent over here exposing the mess out of you. 50 Cent, well done. Well done. You got the footage because of a chess move. 50 Cent did a chess move. Somebody, Diddy is known for not paying people. He don't pay the artists. He take all their publishing, all this stuff. I gotta find a way. It took years for 50 to find out. I'm gonna get him. I know I'm gonna get him. We playing chess, all this. When you move, you take your queen, whatever, you're gonna get a pawn down there, you get the queen back, and then you playing this long chess game. I got it. He known for not paying people, right? He got all these people filming him. 50 Cent probably had the guy in position in the first place. Yo, bro, I'm seeing you this picture of your girl, right? Oh man, where you get that picture from? Way back in them days. Remember that? Y'all remember that? Y'all don't remember that? 50 Cent Diddy a picture of his girlfriend. Oh yeah, what's up? Yep. Okay. Hey, Puffy man, check this out. I know you want to film everything. I got this videographer, man. He is smooth, man. It's my brother. He needs some help. Help a brother out. Boom. All right, well, send him over, man. I see what he got. Next thing you know, he following Diddy around. Next thing you know, yo, 50. Yo, man, whatever deal he tell you, dog, I'm telling you, he ain't gonna pay you. So you be firm with him. Do undercover type stuff. So he undercover. Yo, Diddy, yeah, man, I'm gonna film you, bruh. I'm tight, man. Look at all my stuff. My stuff legit. Yeah, dog, you are legit. So hey, and then I grab your little Tootsie Roll if you want. Also, 50 found the best person to do the job. Okay, cool. Diddy didn't pay him. We got all this before we hit Netflix. Diddy did not pay the mother effer. I don't care what you say. No, that's what happened. Diddy got all the T's crossed and the I's dotted. Next thing you know, I got to deal with Netflix. They're going to put this documentary out. Netflix is like, well, are you sure this is footage that's 100? Yes, sir. Diddy, because Diddy know the game. 50 Cent knows the game. 50 Cent know the game. So 50 Cent say, guess what? I got all the footage. Plus, we got it. This is how we got it. We got all the documents and we got all the DNA tests. We got the what you call it when they call it? I signed the DNA. I signed the whatever they sign. We got all the stuff. We got all the stuff covered. Go check out all your lawyers because you know Netflix got some top of the line lawyers. Yeah. We're gonna send a cease and desist. Even 50 know they gonna do that part. Everybody knows that. Oh, this what the public knows. Oh, they filed a cease and desist. That means y'all better stop. Because somebody filed it. They just filed it. You supposed to stop. We trying to go to court. We don't give a we a billionaire company, my guy. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man. Not only 50 Cent, not only Puffy is some bull, his lawyer's some bull. That's why the black lawyer walked off. That's why he walked off, man. Man, he said, hey, that's it. I gotta leave this place. I don't care what you people think. I'm just sitting here making myself nauseous with this ugly money that stinks. I'm going to get on up out of here, man. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.